What's going on, guys? My name is Aeon Axis. Welcome to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile. Welcome to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck. So fucking dorky. Anyway, this is my first of many, hopefully, Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos. I want to start like doing Yu-Gi tubing. And anyway, I want to bring you one of my pet decks that I've been working on for a couple days now. I got the idea of watching a Capital G video, a Quillbolt Plaguespreader, with the idea is you use like a bunch of use like a bunch of level 2s to get out 2 logos to make Numeron Dragon, and then you get out a Logos and a Mannequin Cat to get Utopia Kaiser, and then use Utopia Kaiser to get Gimmick Puppet of Strings, or it could be any rank 8 or 9 monster with 3,000 or less attack. But I chose Gimmick Puppet because it's funny to say that you beat somebody with a Gimmick Puppet. Anyway, yeah, so basically I threw the Quillbolt Plaguespreader thing into a malicious Destrudo, Armageddon Knight, Vion, Red Resonator kind of thing. And anyway, yeah, here's the list. It's 1 Destrudo with Armageddon Knight. It's a 1-card Crystron Needle Fiber, which is, a good card. Also, the 2 level 1s I'm using is Glow Up Bulb and Jet Synchron, which are both 1-card Needle Fibers. So you would normal summon either one of them, summon Link Karibo, and then use their effect to special summon from the grave. Mecha Phantom Beast is to summon with Crystron Needle Fiber, and then you use Crystron plus Phantom Beast to make Summon Source, then use Summon Source to do your whole whatever thing, and then use Summon Source plus the token to make Yugioh. You want to end up with Yugioh as your last Link monster because you need 3 extra deck spaces to do the Numeron Dragon Kaiser combo. Yeah, okay, so yeah. 1 Destrudo, 3 Malicious, because with Malicious and Vion, that's a 1-card Isolde. You playing 3 Armageddon Knight, again, 1-card, 1-card Crystron Needle Fiber. And then you play 3 Red Resonator. It just fuels your rank 2 engine, and you can use, yeah, it's just, more link fodder, more rank 2 fodder. Then you use, then we have a Hero Kid as your Isolde target, because you summon Hero Kid from the graveyard, or summon Hero Kid from the deck, and then you summon the rest of the Hero Kids from the deck, which fuels your rank 2 engine. You have 3 Plaguespreader and 3 Quillbolt, which is your main rank 2 engine. I used to play Dark Grepher, but there wasn't enough Dark monsters to activate his effect consistently. And then you have 1 Glow Up Bulb, 1 Jet Synchron, and 1 Mega Phantom Beast Lion. I originally wanted to put the Nightmare Firewall Ibly combo in there, but if I did, I had to take out the rank 2 engine. I might make a Nightmare version eventually. The only engine that I'm iffy about is the Hero Kid engine, because it can be bricky a lot of the times, and the Malicious engine can be bricky too, but Plaguespreader helps put Malicious back in the deck, so that's pretty good. Mally and Plague are pretty BFFs, or not pretty BFFs. I can't talk today. Anyway, for the spell lineup, we have 3 Resonator Call, 3 Inferno Reckless Summon. A Resonator Call is obvious. You just search Red Resonator, consistency. Red Resonator plus Hero Kid, that's a bunch of link fodder right there. You have Inferno Reckless Summon. It is really good with Summon Source, because Summon Source gives your opponent a monster, and then you can Inferno Reckless Summon whatever you summon off of her. Mannequin Cat also combos with Summon Source really good, because you make Mannequin Cat, then make Summon Source. You summon whatever to your opponent's field, and then you summon Mannequin Cat, and then you use Mannequin Cat to summon whatever you summon, the same type of whatever you summon to their type of field. So basically, you would summon something like, I don't know, you would summon a Quillbolt to their side of the field, then you would use Mannequin Cat to summon Quillbolt to your side of the field from your deck. and Summon Source would summon something from your hand, whatever, yada yada yada. Inferno Reckless Summon Source just makes sure that Inferno Reckless Summon is always live. Get 2 Called by the Grave. Hand traps are a bitch. And then for your Isolde targets, we have the Living Fossil and Autonomous Action Unit. I chose these two because it just extends your plays further. Autonomous Action Unit plays through hand traps, because if they use hand traps to, say they Veiler your Armageddonite, you can Autonomous Action Unit to bring it back, and then instead of using the Strudo to get Needle Fiber, you would just use like Armageddonite plus Veiler, or Armageddonite plus Ash. What does Ash do again? Ash Blossom. I forget. Yeah, if they use Ash Blossom to negate your Armageddonite, you can, whatever. You know what I mean. Vion, same thing. If they like Veil your Vion, you can use this to make Crystron Needle Fiber. Yeah. The Living Fossil is just an extra monster reborn, basically. But its effects are negated, but you're not really going to use their on-field effects. There's like very few cards that you're going to use their on-field effects, which are the Resonators, the Armageddonites, and the Vions. Those are the only ones you're going to use their on-field effects. Oh, also Hero Kid. If they Ash Blossom your Hero Kid, it feels pretty bad. Or Veil your Hero Kid. That's pretty bad. That's why we have Called by the Grave, so you can play 3 hand traps. We have 1 Reborn, 1 Foolish Burial, and 1 Reinforcement. I was playing Raigeki because this deck essentially wants to go second, but I was running out of space and I needed room for hand traps. And then for our trap lineup, we have just 3 infinite impermanents. It's like a Veiler, but better, because you can use it in any phase. It doesn't have to be main phase. Plus, you can set it, whatever. Anyway, on to the extra deck lineup. For our rank 2 combo, we have 3 Logos, Crumble Logos, the Prophet of Demolition. You have 2 level 2 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card and target one other face-up card on the field. While this monster is face-up on the field, that target has its effects negated. While that target is on the field, cards with the same name as that target and their effects cannot be activated. I mean, there's very few times where you're actually going to use these... there's very few times we're actually going to use this effect, and it's not going to be, useful, but, I mean, it could be useful against, I don't know, Invoked. You can negate Mechaba or something, I don't know. Or something that can't be destroyed by battle, Yeah, anyway. Mannequin Cat, and then one number 29 Mannequin Cat. Basically, you need 4 you need 4 rank 2 number monsters, and then at least 2 of the same. Because Numeron Dragon needs 2 of the same. Anyway, like I said, Mannequin Cat can combo with Summon Source. Numeron Dragon is your main OTK enabler. What it is, here, I'll read what it does. It needs 2 number XYZ monsters with the same name and rank. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card. This card gains attack equal to the combined ranks of all XYZ monsters currently on the field, times 1,000 until the end of your opponent's next turn. When this card is destroyed by a card effect, you can destroy as many monsters on the field as possible. Then each player sets 1 spell trap card from their graveyard to the field. So it's got insurance if you get, like, I don't know, Battle Fated or something. When an opponent's monster requires an attack while this card is in your graveyard, if you have no cards in your hand or field, you can special summon this. So if you go first, you can make Numeron Dragon as, like, insurance against whatever, because then it'll just come back, Anyway. Or you can make it as insurance, You don't need this stuff to combo off. You can, you can beat them down with some level 8 synchros. I don't know. And then Gimmick Puppet of... Oh, no. First, Utopia Kaiser. Utopia Kaiser, you need 2 or more number monsters with the same rank that have XYZ material. Once per turn, you can special summon 1 rank 9 or lower number monster with 3,000 or less attack that have different ranks from each other from your extra deck, up to the number of XYZ materials with this card, or with different names attached to this card, but their effects are negated. Then detach one material from this card for the rest of the turn. Unless this effect was negated, you cannot special summon, and any battle damage your opponent takes becomes halved. While you control another number XYZ monster, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. This card used to be really good before Master Rule 4, because you could just summon a bunch of... You would make... You could literally just turbo out the rank 2 stuff. And then you get Numeron Dragon with Utopia Kaiser, and just pump out a bunch of number monsters. Anyway, and then the number monster we're going to summon with Kaiser is number 40, Gimmick Puppet of Strings. Doesn't matter what it is, because there's no rank 8 or 9 number monsters that has effects when it's destroyed, or when it leaves the field, or in the graveyard, or anything. So, some people run Titanic Galaxy, some people run Dyson Sphere. I like Gimmick Puppet of Strings because it has 3,000 attack, plus it also is fun to say that you beat your opponent with gimmick puppets. For the level 8 Synchro lineup, we have Cyframe Lord Omega, Stardust Spark Dragon, and Void Ogre Dragon. Depends whichever one you play depends on if you can empty your hand first. If you can empty your hand, I would go and it's like first turn, or you can set a bunch of stuff. Like you only have a couple monsters in your hand. And you can make you can do the Mally Plaguespreader combo. You could do like Stardust Spark and Void Ogre Dragon, or Void Ogre Dragon and Cyframe Lord Omega. If you can't empty your hand, you would make Cyframe Lord Omega and Stardust Spark. Stardust Spark is just, I don't know, a good generic rank 8 or level 8. I don't really know. Anyway, onto the Link lineup. We have Link Haribo. If you only open with one of these two or something, I don't know. Jesus Christ. Anyway, that was a loud thunder. Jesus. Scared the shit out of me. Anyway. Link Haribo, kickstarts your plays. If you have to normal summon one of these two. Anyway. Isolde, if you open with Vion, that's just basically another Needle Fiber, you would summon Hero Kid from the deck and, go off from there. Because with Hero Kid and Isolde, you can make Summon Source, whatever. And then Summon Source with Needle Fiber, actually, okay, never mind, hold on. Slow my roll. Anyway, next one is Needle Fiber. Most of the time, you're going to be summoning either Jet Synchron or Mecha Phantom Beast Olion. If you already have your rank 2 combo going off, I would summon Mecha Phantom Beast because you don't go minus with Jet Synchron, because then you can use Mecha Phantom Beast plus Needle Fiber to, make Summon Source. And then Needle Fiber, or then you banish this to make a token. And then with Summon Source and the token, you can make Yugioh, which is ultimately your final combo piece for the Link, combos. You use Summon Source to fuel Inferno Reckless Summon and empty your hand. If you want to make Void Ogre Dragon, then you eventually bring out Yugioh. You're never gonna summon it with more than 2 monsters ever. Really, you're never gonna summon it with more than 2. So, I mean, I guess you can get some more attack out of your XYZs. So, that's cool. Anyway. Yeah. Side deck, we have Rekaki Twin Twisters. I haven't really worked on a side deck yet. I haven't tested it very much. I've won about 60% of the games that I've played, but most of my losses are because I don't know how, or I'm not really familiar with the deck yet. Still working out some kinks. Gotta jump through hoops in your mind just to figure out what you're gonna do and how you're gonna do it. This deck isn't really good in this format because it's more of an OTK deck, and if you can't most of the time in this meta, if you can't extra link or set 5 pass or something, Anyway, yeah, that's all for this video. Please, if you liked it, please like, comment, subscribe. Link to my Patreon is down in the description below. Thank you guys so much. I will see you all in the next video. This is Aeon Axis signing. You know what? I can't do that now. Now that I'm doing Yu-Gi-Oh videos, I can't say signing out because fucking lithium. I gotta figure out another ending phrase. Anyway, see ya. It's the end of the video. Bye. Why are you still here? Go. Get out of here.